welcome to another edition of The Library Show. Today, we're going to be introduced to my new co-host, we're going to learn about a new database, and we're going to hear from Dylan Posa about a great resource in our juvenile section. But first up, let me introduce you to my new co-host and co-worker in the tech department, Mike Kletzky.
Hello, Holly.
Welcome to The Library Show, Mike.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you as my new partner in crime.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you originally from this area?
No, my wife and I are both from Columbus.
Okay.
But we've been here about 25 years.
Okay.
And it feels like home now.
Wonderful.
And yeah, we love it.
Good, good. What did you do before you joined the Lebanon Public Library?
I used to travel to schools and do educational programs for children, grade school kids.
Okay.
And then I also worked and still work at St. Francis in education as well.
Oh, really? So you do have a teaching degree and
Right.
everything? Wow, wonderful. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. So I know a lot of people that may know your lovely wife, Beth. Is that correct?
Right.
Tell us who she is.
She is a principal at Berry Intermediate School, the 5th and 6th grade building.
Okay.
And she's been there for, well, not there, but she's been in Lebanon schools for about 27 years.
Oh, wow. 27 years,
yeah,
really?
She moved down here before we got married.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. So, yeah, if your children go to Berry, then you will probably know Mrs. Kletzky. So, do you have children in the district as well?
We do. We have a senior named Jack
Okay.
at the Lebanon High School, and then we have a 7th grader named Kate at the junior high.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So with your education background at St. Francis, what are some of the classes and activities that you're going to be involved at the library?
Well, the one thing that we're very excited about is the ACT prep classes. You know, the ACT is a needed instrument for kids to get into college.
Absolutely.
And so we're teaching them how to prepare for that test and how to take it well. So we'll be doing some of those classes and mock tests. We have 3D Thursdays where they can try out a 3D printers or at least learn how to do that if they're interested.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a neat thing.
So is that free to the public then, or
It
just
is.
for the kids? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it is. Now, we do charge if they come out of, just off the street, so to speak,
Right,
and do
right,
a print. But
right.
for the class, they can use it if we have enough time to get it done.
Okay, wonderful.
We also have button making for the younger kids to kind of decorate some of their book bags and things at home.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
I
kinda
even love
neat.
the button maker myself.
Yeah,
So.
it is neat.
It is.
And then we have a homework club that we're going to be doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Right,
And that should help out as homework starts to ramp up at school.
And that's new, right? That's
Yes.
a new. That's okay. That's going
that's
to be
a
a
new-
great help for
I think
a lot.
so.
Yeah.
Especially if they can get on it early because we don't want them to fall behind at homework.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. And then we're going to have a teen life skills class.
Which I think is very important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
I know we talked about that on the show before, that some of those life skills get passed over in
Yeah.
school, and it's good to have that.
Yes.
So what's the Game Day Friday?
Game Day Friday is when the kids can come and try out any of the games that we're now loaning out.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
so
right.
we'll be
Yeah, we
having
do.
maybe a game of the week, and we can try it as a group, and then if someone likes it well enough, they can borrow it, and if not, they can go to the shelf and find another one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice. Tell us what you're most looking forward to about working in the Tech Center.
Well, the good people that I work with, so I appreciate that. But I think solving people's problems will be the best part. You know, when they come to you with a tech problem or a printing problem or a computer issue,
Right.
It's kind of fun to solve their problems.
Right. They just can't figure out how to download the ebooks on the tablet, which
Right.
can be actually kind of difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we like to be the problem solvers, right?
Yes, right.
Right. Well, I'm definitely happy that you've joined us.
Thank you.
And
I
I
am
look
too.
forward to more shows. So coming up next, I think you're going to be showing us a new database. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. Well, we'll be right back with Mike to learn about a new database.
You can sit with me, imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite.
Unearth hidden passion.
Come on, we'll have a good time. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life. Book people unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it. My support team never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew who I could become as a person. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back. I'm here with Mike Kletzky, who's going to show us a great database about finding the perfect fit for continuing education. Welcome back, Mike.
Thank you, Holly.
And what are we going to be looking at today?
Well, if we go to our main library page
Mm-hmm.
and we go to the online resource tab, we're going to look at one called Find Ohio Colleges, Tech Centers, and Public Universities.
Okay,
Figured
so
this time of year it might help out.
wonderful. So find Ohio colleges, tech centers, and public universities.
So I'm going to hit the F there.
Okay,
And what's neat is it's the first one that comes up.
perfect.
We're going to hit Use This Resource,
Okay.
and then it's going to fill in. And one of the first things you notice is the map. You can change the size of it depending on how you want to look at it.
Right. So what are those little dots there?
Well, the dots are representative of colleges in Ohio, but not just colleges, but universities, regional campuses, community colleges, and Ohio technical centers.
So they have them separated with what kind of school that they are. Is that
They
correct?
do,
With
they
the
do.
color coded. I'm sorry. Yeah.
They do. So the red stars would be the biggest ones, the universities, but then you
Okay.
get all the way down to Ohio tech centers in yellow and everything in between. So it really is a neat resource because you can see where they're laid out in the state and where you could apply if you want to be in the same area to a number of them at once.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So what if you don't actually know where it is? Can you look by a certain way or by counties, or
You
how
can.
does that? Okay.
There's a button here that says click here for a county by county list,
Okay.
and it will lay them out in alphabetical order by county.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, that
So
way
the-
again, if you're looking regionally, it tells you pretty quickly who's together.
Okay, and separates them then into each county.
Yes.
Okay, so then when you find a school that you like, what happens when you click on the individual schools?
Well, they have a school profile listing here that kind of lays them out again, divided by universities, regional, college, or technical. So let's say we were to go to UC. It's a close
Okay.
one. Everybody talks about that nearby. So if we were to hit that under profiles, it would give us the regional campuses that are also part of it. It would lay out the address for the new or for the main campus. Its codes that you might use if you go further into that, and then the degrees that they have.
Wonderful.
Also has their admissions policies, and also has some of their costs laid out pretty clearly.
Wow, so it's very in-depth then with,
It is.
with each college. That's nice.
It
That's
is.
nice information to have when you're trying to, pick where you want to go.
It is, because at first glance you can get a lot of info.
Right,
very
right.
quickly.
Info that when I graduated would have been a lot harder to, get to know all that
We've been
information.
putting that together from different sources.
Right, right. So it does. So you said it does have resources about costs.
It does. If we go here to the student homepage, which is kind of a neat thing,
Okay.
and you scale down here to paying for college, which is always a big concern.
Well, of course, yes.
And from there you go to estimate college costs, and you hit that. And then under that, the very first thing you'll come to is Ohio Public College and University Net Price Calculator. So these are ways for you to start to get a handle on what it might cost to go there. Not just tuition, but the other costs too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
So a net price calculator, is that what
Yes.
it? Okay.
So you would click on that, and then you could go to some of the colleges that you're interested in. Let's say we wanted to look at Wright State, because again, that's close and people talk about that one around
Right.
here.
Right.
So if we were to hit Wright State, it would show us the different things that are involved with Wright State. The different estimators, the tuition and attendance, gives you some questions to ask so that you can help yourself to come at those decisions. And then if we go back to the page that we were on, we would go to, let's say we go to Wright State again. And then once Wright State comes up, you could go down here, fill all of this out like we said, and then when you get to the bottom, it would start to lay out the calculated costs.
So your own calculated cost.
Right,
Is that
based on the
right?
questions
Based
that
on
you
the-
answered, this little interview.
Oh.
Yeah,
So it kind of does it for you. That's
it
nice.
does. Yeah, it really is a nice thing.
All right. Are there information for groups like the military or maybe new Americans?
There are. So again, if you go to that student homepage
Uh-huh.
and you see that it lays everything out besides the cost, you're going to come to a place that talks about veterans and service members right there.
Oh, nice.
So we click on that, and it talks about how they can further their education in Ohio, what our state commitment is to those who have done service to our country, shows how they can drop off their military transcripts, and then it talks about the GI Bill, the new option there, and then Upward Bound program for veterans, service members, scholarships for those folks, and then how to contact the Veterans Affairs Office.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and
that's
that gives,
wonderful.
It does. It really gives them a kind of a heads up or a starting point that they can use to further their education, and thanks to what they've done for the country.
Right, right. And these databases are really wonderful, and I think a lot of people don't know that the library offers so many of these great resources for free.
Yeah, they really do. And if we go to the one you mentioned before, Holly, about New Americans, you were to hit that, you would hit the Aspire program, which helps folks with those types of things. It talks about licensure for all these different degrees. It gives you contact for that group, the Aspire group that helps, and it has other resources and related links for people who are new to the country.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really a neat thing.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So if a student or an adult comes in and they come into the tech center and they want help trying to, find, I need some info on, Wright State, could you help me look for it? Is that something that we can do?
Absolutely. We go to one of our computers. We would go to the online like we did at the beginning. We'd go to the F because that's what they said they're interested in, was finding colleges, and we would just click this and then we'd point them just like you and I did a minute ago.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us that, Mike. That's a really great resource. It's perfect time of year for that.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
All
Holly.
right. Up next, we'll speak to Dylan Posa about a special resource we have in our juvenile section.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Your hometown source, the Lebanon Channel, is now on YouTube.
I know how fortunate I am.
Just search City of Lebanon, Ohio to connect with everything that's happening right here.
And that's going to be an exciting part about this walking tour.
Subscribe to receive exclusive local content available only on the Lebanon Channel.
Wow, Neil Armstrong's coming to my launch. I was so excited about that.
That's the City of Lebanon, Ohio, now on YouTube.
That's what makes this Lebanon, Ohio a great place to live.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm joined with Dylan Posa, who is going to share with us a great resource that we have in our juvenile section. Welcome back to the show, Dylan.
Thank you, Holly.
All right. What are we going to be looking at today?
So our Juvenile Services Librarian, Marissa Redenbaugh, put these binders together to help us find the next great book.
Okay.
So we get this request at the information desk all the time about what should we read if this or if that, some condition. Right. And so Marissa's put these together to help answer that question of the next favorite book.
Right, right. So there are 3 different ones, okay? And then what's the first one, the recommended reads? What is that?
So we'll start with this one. This one probably gets the most play. This is basically, if you liked, then you might like.
Okay,
that's what a lot of these are.
Yeah.
So some of them in the front are like, if you like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and here's all the books that are formatted kind of similar to that.
Okay.
There's also different sort of genres, maybe.
Okay.
We've got science fiction. We've got historical fiction. The historical fiction's great. It's alphabetical by author, and it's also chronological.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you don't care about the Old West, you want to go into the 20th century, just shoot down the list there, and there you go.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, these are and these definitely save us quite a bit.
Right.
Because otherwise we have to do a lot of looking at different resources and matching them up. Having them just right in front of us is really helpful, especially for some maybe reluctant readers.
Right.
They don't want to hang out with a librarian for 15 minutes.
Right.
They'll just take it and find it themselves.
Find it themselves.
Yeah.
So if a kid comes in and says, I really love Harry Potter, can we find something like that? This would be a great resource to grab.
Exactly.
Okay. That's wonderful. And there are quite a few helpful lists in there as well. Like they have like a classics list. And okay, so that's really neat.
And some of these are helpful too. So for instance, Star Wars. The Star Wars universe in literature form, so many different authors write these books.
That's true, yeah.
And so when a kid is really into Star Wars, it's so hard to just look at the spine and figure out, okay, where we are. So here they are. Here are all the authors that write books in the Star Wars universe.
In the series, kind of, or in the, right, okay. Wow, okay. And then there was a resource that I saw that was books to read before you grow up. And there were copies that parents can take, and I thought that was great.
Yes, as of this taping, there is one copy left. We'll
Okay.
make more. But that shows you
We
how...
can make more.
Yeah, that shows you how popular it is. It's
Okay.
really popular. Parents are always looking to get sort of that 100 books to read before you die or something like
Right,
that. You know, one
right.
of those types of lists.
Mhm.
But for kids, just books that you should really have under your belt before you hit a certain age.
Right.
Just
Classics.
Yeah, exactly.
Classics, right,
So
right.
there you go. Take it with you, check it off. In fact, there are check marks when you finish them.
Oh, neat.
Check it
so
off
you
when
can
you're
kind
done.
of keep track of what you.
Mhm.
Okay, that's wonderful.
It's another added feature too. We haven't seen a lot of it, but add your own. So
give us
your ideas
okay.
of books that you think we should be reading
All right.
by a certain age. Anyway,
Well,
it's
that's-
a very, very, very helpful list. Marissa
That
put a
is.
lot of time and effort
She
into
did.
this.
It's amazing. So tell us then, what's the second one here? It looks like the leveled.
All right. Second
books?
one is probably the second most requested thing that we
Okay.
get. People come in and maybe they're directed by their teachers or maybe they're directed by another resource. They want books in a certain level.
Okay.
We don't necessarily have our books cataloged this way.
Okay.
We try, but sometimes we don't have the resources to catalog every single one according to every single system that a teacher or a parent might want.
Right.
So, lacking that, we try to cover the main one and we just go by grade.
Okay.
We have a leveling system called Fountas and Pinnell. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay.
They use a basic alphabet system. So
Okay.
it's like A through Z. I guess it's kindergarten through, I'm not sure what grade. But anyway, it's a basic, they call it the text level ladder of progress.
Okay. So it is based on grade then.
I think so.
Okay.
And basically, so people come in and they say, we're looking for books that are like level C.
Okay.
I might not necessarily know what that is, but
Okay.
we've got this binder here that has a very clear indication that's got like maybe 10, 15 examples of each level.
Oh, I see. So then, okay, so you can have an advanced reader that may be reading above their grade level, and that's okay. And that's okay. All right.
Yeah. So that in that instance, then, if you've got a third grader, but
Right.
the parent says, but he or she reads at a fifth grade level.
Okay.
Well, we'll just skip to the fifth grade tab here, and then we'll just go from there.
Oh, wow.
And here are some
Just-
examples.
She has it all sorted out. Wow. That
Yeah,
is
and
nice.
so title, author, and then shelf location.
Okay. And then I believe she said that we can also have a copy of the text ladder of progress
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
So parents can take a look and see
Yep.
what the levels are
We've
in
got
the grades.
We've
and
got
things.
those. You can take that home with you.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So the last binder that we have,
Mm-hmm.
I think, is the Great Award winner and nominees.
Yes. So this is one that gets updated every time an award is announced.
Okay.
And I don't know the exact schedule, but various times in the year. This one is really cool because each of these awards, so we've got the general, the one everyone knows about, the Caldecott, the Newbery.
Right,
But
right.
we've also got some really interesting awards here. So for instance, the Stonewall Award. This is children's and young adult literature that focuses on gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, queer.
Oh, okay.
So it highlights that aspect.
Okay.
Let's see, another one is the Pura Belpre Award.
Okay.
This highlights Hispanic or Latinx literature.
Okay, yeah.
So these are great because if you've got someone who, we always try to say everyone can find their voice or can find themselves here at the library.
Right.
So some of these awards kind of focus on that a little bit.
Okay.
And so if you're looking for something, you're typing it into the catalog or you're just looking for a resource, and maybe this will help you. Just go to the award winner. These are the best of the best.
The best of the best, right.
So-
So you might want to start there. Right, right. All right, that's nice.
And usually they'll have the winner and then the honors.
The runner,
From
yeah,
each-
the runners
from
up
each
and
year.
wonderful. All right. So the big question is, where do we have the binders located?
These will be located generally.
Okay, right.
because they get
Unless
used.
someone's using them, right.
But generally, they'll be under the juvenile catalog.
Under the juvenile
catalog
catalog,
computer is on a little piece of furniture. There's a shelving unit underneath it, and the binders will be under there.
Okay, wonderful. And then if patrons have any additional questions, can they come to the info desk where you?
Come to the question mark and ask us questions. We're always there for you.
All right, wonderful. Well, I think that's an amazing resource, and our juvenile librarian did an excellent job with that, with putting that together.
She really did.
Right.
And continues to do an excellent job.
Continues to, she does.
It is an ongoing thing, as you might imagine.
Right, you continue to add,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, thank you for being on the show again, Dylan.
Thank you, Holly.
All right, we appreciate it. Coming up next, we have the library events calendar for September of 2019.
Welcome back. We're now going to look at our schedule of events for the month of September. On Tuesday, September 3rd, we have the Girls Who Code program, and that's for 3rd through 5th graders at 5:30 p.m. On Thursday, the 5th of September, we have the 3D Thursday program, and that's at 3:30. All ages are welcome. Saturday the 7th, we have the mock ACT test, a full-length test for high schoolers from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And that same day, Saturday the 7th, we have Grandparents' Day, and that celebration starts at 10 a.m. On Tuesday the 10th, we have the Homework Club, the first edition thereof, and that'll be at 4 p.m. The 11th of September, we have Mighty Makers, and that begins at 4 p.m. On Friday the 13th, we have Home School Game Day, and that begins at 10 a.m. On Monday the 16th, we have Button Making, and the theme is Labor Day, and that'll be at 6 p.m. On Tuesday the 17th, we have Rocketry Club, and that starts at 6:45 p.m. On Wednesday the 18th at 3:30 p.m., we have another one of our weekly ACT tests, and that edition will be on the reading test. On Thursday the 19th at 6 p.m. we have the craft class, and they'll be doing book page pumpkins that day. On the 20th, on that Friday at 5:30 p.m., we'll have teen game night. On Thursday the 26th at 6:30 p.m., we'll have Beyond the Book Club. On Friday at 3:30 p.m., we'll have Game Day Friday. And finally on Saturday the 28th at 1 p.m. is Family Board Game Day. So that's a look at some of the events coming up at the library this month of September. We hope you can join us, and thanks again for listening.